Hello, it's me again, Victoria Pendragon. This is my alternate reality. Welcome. I wanted to talk briefly about something that actually took quite a long time. I'm going to try and condense everything here. And the reason I want to talk about it is because it is representative of a way of viewing yourself when you are unwell. Most of us get a little panicky when our bodies aren't working right. So I'm not just talking about like getting the flu or something, but rather having some kind of a physical condition, something organic, that you know something's wrong. Your digestive tract is not working the way it should. Your brain is not working the way it should. Could be any number of things. There is a tendency for us to worry. Worry does more harm than good. One of the best books I ever read is a really old book, but very to the point and very no-nonsense, called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. I don't remember who wrote it. I read it in the 80s. Still, one of the most helpful books I ever read. It was one of those things that turns you around on the spot. Now, in April of this past year, something went awry. It had begun in January. I could feel that something was not right with my digestion. And I trotted myself off to the doctor, who could find nothing wrong with me, naturally. And so I had to address the issue myself. I wasn't doing that good a job. I was probably thinking too much in retrospect. Oh, it must be this symptom must mean this condition, and so for this condition you do this. That's where I was from January to April. And that wasn't working. So it happened that on top of that I got this dreadful cough and fever that laid me out. And because I was already compromised, it laid me out for a couple of weeks. During that time, I did little except lie on this sofa, made out as a bed, with the cats, watch documentaries, and read. And sleep. I slept a lot. And a couple of things came out of that interesting period of time. Because I felt so crappy, I wasn't thinking. I was allowing my body to just do what it does. And it brought me inspirations, and it brought me dreams. And of course, this is sleep magic. This is what your body does. It brings you these things. And if you're open and you don't think too much, stuff happens. I ended up losing, over the course of the next couple of weeks, well, I guess it was a couple of months, about 25 pounds. Just because of all the new things I was trying based on what I had learned while I was relaxing and open. In retrospect, I can see that my body wanted to reformat itself. It needed to get my attention, and so it presented me with what physicians would call symptoms of being not well. Because really the symptoms, just clues. The body saying, hey, this isn't working, and just asking me to listen to it, not to doctors, not to magazines, not to online things, not to friends who have gastric reflux and say, oh, do this, do that. No, to my own body. The information I came up with was very different. Certainly not anything unusual, just nothing that most people would associate with the symptoms I had been experiencing. But it was all about the body desiring to reformat itself, I believe, so that it could be comfortable for even longer. I've long thought that this body would live a very long time. And I suspect that in line with that, it wanted to adjust itself. It wanted me to make adjustments to my life, and I wasn't doing that. So it manifested these conditions. So I want to present you just with the idea and the option that when something goes, quote, wrong, it's not necessarily wrong. And it isn't necessarily something that's designed to take you out. It could be that the body needs a shift, needs a change, needs you to change. I recommend a version of what I did, which is to just let it be. Rest, sleep, allow your mind to open. Remind yourself, using this mind that can cause you so much trouble, can also be very useful for reminding, R-E-M-I-N-D-I-N-G, reminding yourself that something's going on with the body. The body wants a change. And if you can follow the changes that the body wants, not the changes everybody tells you you need, if you can follow the changes your body wants, because every one of us has a different chemistry from every other one. No two people are alike. Yes, there are generalities that must make the pharmaceutical companies very happy, for they can treat so very many things so expensively. I did no medications, by the way. Not ultimately. Oh, I started with some of them. No. Sometimes they're good, sometimes not so good. One clear sign that they're not so good, they're not working. Then you stop them. So, I wanted to address the possibility of having a different mindset when something goes organically wrong with your body. It could be just a not so subtle message from your body that it needs to shift and change, as we all do as we grow and age, and that you haven't caught up with that for whatever reason. So try to banish things like worry from your mind when you experience a physical symptom of some sort, and think of it rather as the body messaging you. I need something. I need a change. Again, back to this idea of being in a relationship, a respectful relationship with your body. Honor that. It can bring you great joy. I, in fact, am healthier now, since all that stuff in April, than I have ever been in my life. In my life. That's a long time. I listen to my body. Try it. Stay well. Bye.